Everyone, this is Jenny here, and today we're going to be making a bow headband for my daughter. So I measured her circumference around her head to be about 15 inches. So I am going to cut a piece of fabric that is 16 by 7 inches. So I can have half an inch seam allowance on both ends of the headband. And I chose 7 inches so I can have about a 3-inch back of the headpiece on her head. And of course, as you know, headbands will get smaller at the front because I am going to put a bow on it. So let me show you what I have cut out already for you. Alright, so here's my 3 pieces. Here's kind of what the final product is going to look like. It's very cute. I did a stretch lace fabric in this one. Here I'm going to do a plain stretch fabric for you. And this one here is 16 by 7. This one is 14 by 7. So this is the actual bow piece, this part right here. And this is the actual headband. And this piece here is 5 by 3. And this will be this little part here that will cover up the middle of the bow. And all I did was just sew it around. So the next step you're going to do is you are going to sew along the long sides of each pieces of fabric. So I'm just going to pin it alongside the long side here. And since this is stretch, you're going to want to pin it really well. And I chose to do the stretchiest end of the fabric to be lengthwise, especially for the headband piece. So that way when my little one grows, it should grow along with her to some degree. This one will actually fit my 2-year-old's head. I kind of put it on him, even though he's a boy, just to see how far it will go. So she'll be able to wear it quite a while. And right now she's only 2 months old, almost 3. So she should be able to wear this up to comfortably to a year to 18 months old, I would say. Because he will be 3 in August this year. So he's past his almost 2.5 years old. So, and I can even get it on my head. It's just nice and tight. So, but that's just that specific fabric. So each stretch fabric is slightly different. So you'll want to check how much it will stretch to see how long your child or yourself can wear it, depending on whether you're making this for an adult or a child. Alright, so I got them all pinned. So now I'm going to sew down the side here, and you're going to do a zigzag stitch because this is the stretch fabric, so you want to be able to stretch, especially with the headband part. So what I have is my Brother machine here set to a 4 for zigzag. Sorry for the glare. You can see my tattoo here. And it's set to a 2 for length and 7 for a width. And again, 4. So I'm going to start sewing. And I got my sewing helpers here again. And the little one here, Gigi, wants to play ball. Don't you, Gigi? You love playing ball. Google, you're a good goalie, aren't you? Yeah. All right, let's get back to sewing. Oh, and let me mention that I did right sides together. So on this specific fabric, I can't tell which one's really the right side and which one's the wrong side. So I just picked the side that I preferred to be the right side. And so I put those two together and I'm sewing on the wrong side. Alright, so I got them all sewed. Now I'm going to turn them all inside out. Alright, got that one. Now this is the bow piece. I'm going to want the seam to be slightly below the bottom. If I was doing the lace fabric in, that's what I would do. Now for this fabric, I don't think it's really all that necessary because you're not going to see through it. So I would just do it right in the middle. And I will do the same with the headband. Should have done that way the first time around. And I don't know if you can hear the movie in the background. I got the door closed, but my son's watching Coco. So I don't know if you can hear the movie or not. And you might be able to hear Selena snoring too. She's just right there and sleeping. She's an old girl, so she sleeps a lot. Me and my daughter have a lot of things in common right now. Okay. And we'll flip this out as well. Maybe here. There it goes. Okay. Alright, so the next thing what I'm going to do is, of course, sew this together. Now, I tried to reduce as much bulk at the bow part as possible, because you don't want a big old knot on your head or your children's head. So I do my best to try to minimize the bulk. I do that by overlapping it, because this part will be covered, so it'll be kind of squished like this. I'll have the bow part on top, and then the center of the bow will wrap around and cover it all. So I'm going to do it just like this and pin it on the ends here. Just do your best to try to get it evenly overlapping each other. And I'm going to start probably right on here, sew down one way, turn around, and then come back here and sew this way. That way I can keep it pinned as best as possible. Alright, let's do that, and then I'll do pretty much the same type of process on the actual bow part as well. Because again, it's going to sit on top of the headband part, and then everything will get covered by the centerpiece. Alright, so I got them both sewed. This is the headband piece, this is the bow piece. So now I'm going to take some thread and I'm going to cinch this up in the middle here. And then once I get that kind of cinched up a little bit, you don't have to do too much. Get that cinched up, and then you're going to put it on top of this while cinching this part up. Being careful about how much kind of bulk you create, because again, you want to try to minimize the bulkiness there, because it could put a dent in your head, your little one's head. On some of my daughter's bows, that's kind of what it does. It puts kind of a dent in her head, because of course she is almost 3 months, so her skull is still forming and everything. So I just don't want to put a big old dent in her head if I can help it. So I'm trying to minimize that. And of course, this will kind of smooth it out a little bit too. But so as you are cinching it up and attaching it to this part, just kind of be aware of that. So once I get kind of this cinched up, that's kind of how I want to cinch it. So I'll probably just take the needle and go straight through. Just doubled my thread up to give some strength. And I know I'm using white on ivory here, but you shouldn't really see all this. So all will be underneath. So alright, so I got it cinched up here a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. And how I'm cinching it up is kind of folding it like that. So I'll have this flat bit here on the back. So stick this on here and take the needle, kind of come up like this, go all the way through again. Oops, sorry. I'll do my best to keep it on camera here. Okay. And go through here. Go through that bit. Go back up. And don't poke yourself with the needle like I just did. Okay, and then go back down. Then back up. Just keep doing it until you feel it's good and secure. I'd say we're probably pretty secure here. We'll go back through this way. And back down. And now we'll tie it off here. Oh, I'm off camera. Sorry about that. A couple of secure good knots. And then run it through just a little bit here. Now you can cut it. Alright. That's pretty secure, I think. Put a knot in my thread again because I got still quite a good bit back here. So I don't have to get any new thread. So now I can do the center of the bow. Alright. That's gonna look pretty good. So open underneath. And I just tuck my ends in here. And fold this down inside. And pull it a little tight there. So I can get a little flatter. Oh, got an end sticking through here. Alright, so I think that's fairly good. So we'll just go in here and start doing some sewing. And I'm kind of weaving through here to try to minimize how much thread you see. Let me go back, catch that. Okay, so I kind of got that secured. These around. Move it around a little bit to kind of cover everything. Now we're gonna go down a little bit so we're actually catching the bow and have it come up on the other side. Okay. Still in the center there. Now we'll go back up and catch the center part of the bow again, kind of gliding underneath that bottom layer here and coming out. So I'm kind of catching it there. Pull it. Watch how tight you pull it because it'll kind of misshapen it, but you want to make sure it's kind of snug at the same time. Go back through the bow part, back out. Okay. We'll go kind of around, trying to catch all these little pieces here. Just kind of go around. Now we're going to tie it off because I think it's pretty secure. You can sew it some more if you like, just until you're happy with how secure it is. I think we're pretty good here. Still not quite tucked in, is it? So go back up. There we go. There we go. Off. And there you go. And you have a little headband with a bow. So, got solid color and a lace one. It's quite simple, pretty easy to do. I'm quite happy how that turned out. Nice and soft as well. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this, please click that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. If you have any other suggestions about how I could have done this or what other types of fabric we can do, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear your guys' opinions. And like I said, this is pretty easy, so just take your time and you should be able to make it. Thank you. Have a nice day.